Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. Family law, criminal law, workers' comp, personal injury cases, you name it, they can help you through it. The law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill are the folks to call when you are in a jam. Call them, Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. Today on Overtime, you can tweet us your Vol football questions right now, and we will answer them. Follow me on Twitter at SportsSource TV, and then we'll tell you when Overtime is posted this afternoon at SportsSource.tv. I want to start out by showing you another graphic that we have here from something we mentioned last week, if we can get to it. Sorry, Oliver, I'm throwing you all over the place. Our director, Oliver G., does a great job. Last week we showed you how much the average school in each conference invests in its basketball. Of the final 6 teams remaining in the NCAA tournament, you got 4 from the ACC, 1 from the Big 12, 1 from the Big East, which wasn't even included here. But money matters in basketball.
The investment's been made.
It has, and it's paid off. All right, 7-seed Tennessee versus 4-seed Syracuse this afternoon at 3:30. Starting guard Jordan Reynolds, after taking a hit to the face the other night, may not play today. Lady Vols beat this team by 2 earlier in the season. I saw some people the other day after Tennessee had won saying, well, now it sets up great. You just came out of a game where you upset somebody. You're going to have to upset somebody else. Thoughts on them winning? Do they get it done? Do they reach the Final Four?
If they can score inside like they did against Ohio State, I think they win. Because I don't think they're a consistent enough shooting team to where if that inside game goes away. But if they can play the game, especially the start of the game, like they did against Ohio State, yes, I think they can win.
The problem with that is that Syracuse, much like the men's team, they play this matchup 2-3 zone that is just really can present problems to a team like Tennessee if you're not hitting the outside shot. That's why Holly wanted to play him back in November, was because of that zone. So I think it's going to be a tough test.
Got about 30 seconds for each, you guys.
Yeah, teams have been stubborn to not play the Lady Vols in the zone, and I don't understand that. They're staying with their man. So I think Tennessee is more plays worse against the zone. Yes. And it's difficult. I think it's dangerous to assume that Tennessee is going to win and cruise into the Final Four because of the Syracuse upset over South Carolina. Because 3 years ago, Louisville upset Baylor in front of them, and then Louisville ended up beating Tennessee in the Elite Eight. I think Syracuse wins because of that zone.
20 seconds, Josh.
I think Tennessee wins as long as it does 2 things. 1, take care of the basketball, because if they turn it over, they can collapse. 2, if they get out to a good start, because controlling the games against Arizona State and Ohio State were the keys.
And the difference for this team has been when Diamond DeShields turned it on. If she continues to play at the level that she's been at for the last 10 games or so, I think Tennessee will be right there at the wire. All right. We want to say thanks to everyone for watching on this Easter Sunday. Also, as we go, I know this is on behalf of all of us here and certainly those in the crew as well. I want to send out condolences to the families of Justin and Stephanie Schultz. Justin was a Gatlinburg Pittman grad, a valedictorian, just 30 years old. He and his wife, as you know by now, both killed senselessly in the bombing in Belgium the other day. Hopefully this Easter will bring some comfort and some love and some hope to those families. That's very difficult. When the Paris attacks happened, I put the flag of France back there in one of those frames. I can't change it out enough. Whether it's France, Turkey, Belgium, a suicide bomber killed 25 people at a youth soccer game in Iraq the other day. It's happening too often, and now it has certainly touched home in the East Tennessee community. So on behalf of all of us here, our thoughts go out to the families of Justin and Stephanie Schultz. And we all wish you a very happy and safe Easter with your families, and we will see you right back here next Sunday, 11 a.m. for the Sports Source. See you then.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame with Heather Whiteside art now available.